So now the boss is in prison somewhere, and the guy took over the business, and it's like, well, I'm gonna take a guess of what happened here, but I don't think he liked your advice. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the guy still owes my uncle money. But that's fine. It's fine, because you know what? Eventually, the guy's gonna get out of prison, and when he does, my uncle's gonna pay that dude a visit and be like, hey, you owe me a bunch of money. And he'll be like, I ain't gotta pay you. And my uncle will be like, oh really? Did you hear about your old boss finally getting out of prison? The guy will be like, oh shit. No, I didn't hear about that. It's like, yeah, I got him probation. Because I'm skilled like that. And the guy will be like, oh shit, probation? So as long as he doesn't, like, get into trouble, he's good? Yup. Cool. What's he up to these days? He's wondering when you're gonna pay me back the money you owe me. He's thinking of giving you a loan. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, then you'll owe him the money. He'll pay me off. Or more specifically, he'll pay me off. And then you'll owe him the money. Just transfer the debt to him. And then, good luck. Because you owe your old boss a bunch of money. I ain't scared of him. I'll get him arrested. It's like, for what? He can't be convicted of the same crime twice. I'll find something new. I'll make stuff up. I don't care. Now, mind you, he didn't actually say any of this stuff yet. But you get the idea. It's a good example. Like, you don't want to upset your lawyer, because your lawyer can sit there and just sit on it for, 5-10 years, and then they can charge you interest. And it's like, oh boy, so on top of all of the money that I owed you before, now I owe you all this interest as well? Yep. Well, what am I gonna do? I ain't got that kind of money. Well, maybe you should have paid. It's like, oh, I already paid. No, you didn't. My uncle may be a lawyer, but I'm gonna be honest, his favorite language is Ben Franklin. Good old $100 bills, man. He's got them hundreds as his preferred language of choice. My dad's got the same Rosetta Stone type situation going. My dad likes them hundreds. Except my dad is disabled. My uncle, however, is a lawyer. So, my dad's disability is basically a culmination of overworking, undersleeping, as well as probably just a lot of living a rough life, not taking care of his body properly. Doing things like dip tobacco, which, terrible thing. Don't do dip tobacco. It's a bad idea. For starters, it's a horrible drug. Okay, it's highly addictive. It doesn't actually really benefit you all that much, especially not putting it in your mouth. It's cancerous. It's been known to actually cause cancers. Tobacco has been directly linked to multiple cancers. Lung cancer, throat cancer, mouth cancers of various types. Drugs are bad, okay? But yeah, the various aspects of my my home life aside, um, the the various people uh, who are causing problems in my family's life tend to be the same type of people that I used to hang out with, to be honest. I mean, that's just the type of people that I grew up around, was criminals. Except the criminals I grew up with were all my age and in grade school. What can I say? They started young in my hometown. My hometown, of course, being Covington, Kentucky, which is just across the river from Cincinnati, Ohio. If you're hearing that name and you think Cincinnati, Ohio sounds vaguely familiar for some reason, but you can't quite put your finger on it, it's most likely because Jerry Springer used to be mayor of Cincinnati, Ohio. And you know what? It was very similar to his show. When Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cincinnati, Ohio, Cincinnati was listed as the worst place to live in all of America. I lived across the river from that city growing up, so that tells you probably a lot of things about my childhood that don't really need to be said. There was a reason that my dad had to explain it to so many kids that if he ever saw them messing with me again, that he'd break their legs. And a few of them didn't take him seriously, and I was just like, you really don't remember what my dad told you, do you? And he said, no. And I said, he told you that if he ever saw you in here again, he'd break your legs and throw you out the third-story window into the pavement 4 floors below, because you gotta account for the basement. Assuming you missed the grass, of course, because he's probably just gonna javelin throw you out. Because, I'm gonna be honest, boy, you look light. I could probably pick you up. And it's like, oh, okay, I don't remember that. And it's like, I do. I remember it quite vividly, in fact. I had a photographic memory at the time of every single kid who had been threatened with that. And it was a long list, so it's impressive that I was able to photographically remember that many people simultaneously. Because it's like, oh my god, he would get thrown out the window, he would get thrown out the window, he would get thrown out the window. You know? And, you know, as far as the teachers go, the teachers weren't much help. Because the teachers were mostly almost entirely unaffected by the events going on in my personal life at the time, simply by virtue of, you know, they were at school, I was at home, you know. They were not affected because the kids didn't seem to pull that kind of crap at school. No, they were smart about it. At least for the time being. How smart they planned to be later on in their lives, that had yet to be seen. But, for the time being at least, they were smart enough to not do that kind of stuff at school. So, that was good. That was always fun. the rate at which my schoolmates decided to basically lose IQ points varied greatly from person to person, but they did all seem to have that in common, where they would just kind of do stupid shit, get in trouble for it, and then they'd be like, I don't know what's wrong. It's like, well, I'll tell you what's wrong, Bobo. Here's what's wrong. You're sitting there stealing from the teacher. It's like, oh, well, nobody explained it to me that way before. Well, apparently, nobody's very smart in your family. Otherwise, they'd have sat there telling you, don't steal from school. You know, what did I tell you about stealing, boy? Do I need to get the whip again? No. Do I need to get the belt? No. It's like, oh, now I have your attention. It's like, everyone remembered that friggin' belt. It's like, yeah, everyone remembered the belt. That thing hurt. You kidding me? Solid leather? Ooh. That'll leave a mark on your butt. I tell you what. I've felt the sting of a leather belt before. It ain't fun, I'll tell you that much. Oh, cobblestone, of course. Let me go ahead and dispense any eggs that were collected. There we go. How is the chicken supply? Almost. It's getting there. Working on that last stack of chicken. And then I can actually deconstruct the chicken pen, because I think I'll have enough for probably the entirety of the season by that point. I can easily consider myself very well fed. I don't really need that much chicken. So yeah, I've been definitely trying to maintain a level of sanity that is probably far greater than most people would be able to maintain in similar situations. Perfect number of pickaxes. Oh, I did not want to craft that. Why did it craft that? That's annoying. I just got done being in here. I know where these go. Like, I have a spot set aside specifically for cobblestone half slabs. Same for cobblestone stairs. Oh, some of the beetroots seem to have grown. Cool. I'll go ahead and harvest those. And then it seems I will need to hurry off to that bed again. Only the fully grown ones, please. Is it just me, or are there like no sounds? Like, there's obviously the sound of the little vibration whenever I break something, but that's just because that's my phone making this, the actual sound, and then the microphone picks up that sound. But, like, is it just me, or was there no block break sound effects? Also, I finally get to use this trick now that I have a surplus of beetroot. Oh, I don't have any bowls in the area. I need to collect some bowls. I finally get to make the beetroot soup, I think it is, where I mix the beetroots in a bowl, and then I can eat the beetroots. That's how you make beetroot edible, in case you wondered. You have to have a wooden bowl. Not much. Just sitting here playing Minecraft, recording the next video. Thank you for asking, Super Saiyan, and thank you for the comment on my video. I shall look up what video that is at a later point. I'm currently trying to figure out where I stored all of my wooden bowls. I thought they were over there, because that's where I keep all the fishing stuff. Maybe I'm just blind and not seeing them. I shall check. It's likely that I'm just blind and not seeing it. But if it's not over here in the farm, then it's possible that I might have moved it down into the mine. Oh no, yeah, there they are. I'm just blind. Okay. So, I don't remember if I need a crafting table for this. I did need a crafting table for this. I can make 5. So, it's important to note that these do not stack, which, as you can guess, is extremely stupid. A, it takes a lot of beetroot in order to make this concoction. B, this thing is, it looks like tomato soup, first off. So, I kind of like that. But I would much rather have, like, tomatoes. I would prefer tomato soup, to be honest, over beetroot soup. Because beetroot soup would just be beet water. I'm eating beet water. Because it's beets, it's beetroot. It's a root crop. It's a beet. It's beetroot. I forget. Can I do this? Let me see. Can I just... No. That should be a thing that should be able to be done, because you can do that with iron tools. You should be able to do that with stone tools. Maybe it needs to be stone and not cobblestone. Maybe that's what it is. I'll tell you what, when I'm down in the mine, I will check and see if I can repair my sword or axe, if my sword broke already. I'll see if I can repair my sword or axe with the stone or the smooth stone. Because if I can repair it with either one of those, that'd be kind of funny. There's that neck pain again. I think it's something messed up in my shoulder blade or my collarbone. I'm not sure which. It feels like my collarbone is messed up a little. I don't know why. Let's see. I've got... Oh. Ow. That feels a little better. Okay, so I've got this beetroot soup. I'm a little hungry. Let's go ahead and eat it. We did get to keep the bowl, so that's something worth noting. When you eat beetroot soup, you do get to keep your bowl, which means you get to use it for the next beetroot soup, which means it's actually more compact if you carry just a stack of beetroots on you and a single bowl and a crafting table than it is for you to carry, 6 bowls of beetroot soup or even 3 bowls of beetroot soup, because unless you're only carrying 1 or 2 bowls of beetroot soup, it's more productive to opt for carrying the raw ingredients and just 1 or 2 bowls. Beetroot soup does not feel very balanced as far as gameplay mechanics goes. Perhaps if they increased the saturation level, as well as just went ahead and made it 8 beetroots. Like, if they made beetroot soup the best saturation in the game, better than steak, then that would be great. Then I definitely want to eat a lot of beetroot soup. However, currently steak is the best saturation. So I definitely make sure that I am, eating the good foods. Mostly I'm just eating the beetroot soup because, memes, I guess. I had the beetroots, I had the bowls, I figured, why not, right? At least just to show off, how effective it is as, an item, as a food source. I'm able to show, like, yeah, I have 5 bowls of beetroot soup. Let's see how long that lasts. Beetroot soup does actually provide decent saturation. It's not like trash tier. It provides better saturation than rotten flesh. And definitely provides better saturation than dried kelp. However, it is definitely not in competition with steak. Really? It's not night yet? Okay, well. Yeah, fortunately, it's so well lit down there that nothing can actually, like, get snow down there. B, it's also far too low for snow to appear down there. I am kind of happy that I actually breached the roof chamber of the chicken farm, though, because that means that I am very close to actually, excavating my home base there. But on top of that, that also means that I'm easily able to get back to my base. I don't have to go all the way down the face of the mountain, or alternatively down the backside of the mountain. Either one. I don't have to do that anymore. Instead, I can just quickly and easily and simply just, climb down into the little hidey hole there, and that will grant me access to my base, because that is my base. I excavated that room myself. That was actually one of the early builds in my base, was the chicken farm. I am finding the chicken farm very useful. Okay. So yeah, you can see now, like, we mostly just have rain particles. There are a few parts where some snow may fall, but we are so low on the y-axis, which is that 89 on the top left there. We're so low on the y-axis, which is that one, that we are not actually able to get snow. We might up here, but as you can see, we have a lot of pumpkins up here. So instead of getting snow, whoops. Well, looks like I'm going to be using more beetroot stew soon. Because I just got injured. Let me go ahead and fill in these path blocks leading up as, path blocks. At the very least, so the previously mentioned animals do not go bothering me as I excavate the mountain. And then I shall path block all the way out to here. Out to here. I suppose I could do it out to here. Sure. There we go. Huh. Healed up 3 hearts. Didn't even need to use more beetroot soup. That's not bad. Like I said, it's not the worst saturation. As you can tell now that I've, healed up a whole 6 damage, 3 full hearts, I'm able to take a bit of a beating before I need to eat more. However, it's still not the best. It's not even the second best. It's not even the third best. I think beetroot soup is 4th or 5th. I'd have to double check just to verify, but if memory serves correctly, I think beetroot soup might have been the 4th best. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, this pickaxe feels so much slower without the efficiency. Boy. I will definitely be looking forward to getting a beacon. Beacon is definitely on the radar. It's just a matter of getting to the point where I feel prepared for the risk of fighting the Wither, which basically means I need mending on all of my diamond armor, and then I'll go ahead and explore the nether a little bit, get some Wither skulls, go ahead and try and gather pretty much everything that I'll ever need from the Wither, create a dedicated travel path to all of those various locations, such as a blaze spawner. I'll probably want to figure out a path to things like, let's see, what else will I want from the nether? Well, I obviously want a wither skeleton farm, but that's kind of beyond my scope of understanding at the moment. Enderman farms are easy. You just use a bunch of water and some platforms and they'll just fall right in. But the quantity of materials is definitely going to be an issue. I will build a ghast farm at some point. Building a few kill platforms out of magma blocks doesn't sound half bad. I can do that in the overworld too. I don't think slimes spawn on magma blocks. If they do, however, that will make building a slime farm very easy, because then I'll just be able to use magma blocks for the floor, and there's my kill chamber. That simple. If I want to build a slime farm, though, I'll probably want to build it at, let's see, if y equals 6 is the floor, y equals 7 for the rail, 8 for another floor, 9 and 10 for spawnable. So yeah, I don't really want to go down too much lower as far as how far the slimes would be able to access. As far as how far I would be able to access, I would be able to access y equals 7, y equals 6, somewhere in that range. The classic conundrum. My pickaxe broke. Or not my pickaxe, my shovel broke. So what do? I go build another shovel. Because my dumb butt never went and built a second shovel in the first place. So let me build 2 shovels now, so I can have one for now and one for later. Because I need to make a lot of path blocks right here. Because this never had its grass taken care of, as you can see. So I need to go ahead and remove all of this grass from my working area. Which is of course going to show up on the map. But I don't mind, because I'm going to be destroying all of this layer soon anyways, so whatever, right? Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that I built 2 shovels, because As you can see, my shovel is already experiencing technical difficulties. By which I mean, it's almost broken. Okay. And then I'm going to want to clear out this whole hill, actually. Yep. Burned through an entire shovel just making path blocks. Oh my. Mind-boggling, I know. I know what you're thinking. Why make so many path blocks? Oh, storage space running out. Okay, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Why make so many path blocks? The answer is simple. I'm going to be terraforming down this entire hill, and I don't really want a bunch of animals getting in the way, so having a bunch of sheep spawn, not going to be very useful for me. So I want to make sure that as I work, the sheep are not going to be wandering over here. I don't want a bunch of bad guys wandering over here if possible. So I'm at least going to path block down to y equals 85. I'll limit myself to y equals 85 for now. If you've not yet liked the video, this is a good time to like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think I can do better. Let me know what kind of content you liked about my videos. All the feedback is greatly appreciated. The liking of my videos helps me, helps the channel, tells YouTube that this is the type of content that you want to keep seeing on YouTube. Tells me that this is the type of content that you want to keep seeing on YouTube. Not that that would actually change how my content is expressed, as I will still continue making the same content, but I will make it with more gusto if you leave some form of positive feedback. I will try to clear out another 2 layers in between videos, and then I think I'm going to do a lot of fishing. Y equals 85, yes, okay. Okay. A lot of the materials which I plan to use will definitely be getting excavated soon. If I don't find them in the mountain, I will be mining for them in the massive mega mine that I have down below. I will be utilizing the Megamind either way. Doesn't really matter whether or not I need materials from it or not. I plan to utilize the space effectively simply because it is a good space. I want to make sure to use it. I like the way it looks. It turned out very nicely, especially considering I was building with diorite. Not a lot of people are able to build with diorite, so it looks very nice. I do apologize for the upload schedules. It just kind of helps keep everything regular. I apologize for the previous batch of videos that I released being in portrait view. That was not intentional. I apologize for that. I still have no idea how to potentially record my D&D sessions. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. I make use of Roll20 as well as the Discord app with voice chat. So if someone has any ideas of how to remedy the situation, feel free to let me know. And while you're at it, let me know what kind of Dungeons and Dragons characters you might have had previously. What your favorite Dungeons and Dragons character that you've played as is. Stuff like that. Keep me posted. All various good things that you can comment on. The next video should be getting released tomorrow, in case you're wondering. That is still scheduled as normal. I plan to have this content actually uploaded before the end of the day today. This is technically getting recorded 2 days in advance currently, which is a bit surprising to me somewhat, but it's not often I get to record ahead of schedule by a whole day, much less 2. So this turn of events where I'm getting extra time to record every day because I'm not processing videos anymore is definitely a welcome boon. It's useful, it's helpful. It allows me to make sure that I am presenting you guys with enough quality content that I can just actually upload just a lot of videos, and that will get me quite a few different topics that I can discuss. I will try and plan out more topics to discuss because the videos are quite long, as you may have noticed, about an hour each. It's an hour per episode at least. So I'm on like episode 120, so I've got like 120 hours logged on this game. Just for this world, mind you. This is a Let's Play, so all of the action is usually on camera, but I will do some minor tidying up. I'll clear out another layer of this mountain so that I'm not just well, no, I guess I won't clear that out off camera, but I will lower the lanterns, and I'll finish off the current layer off camera, because there's really not much to do. It's just, more digging, lower the lanterns. I am aware that I've been doing way too much digging. Mountaintop mining is long and tedious, so I will dig out the mountaintop to y equals 88, fill up the lanterns on y equals 88, and then I will go ahead and fill up the lanterns as I already have on the previous layers, as you can see. And then I will go ahead, clean up the old lanterns, and then do some fishing. And that will probably be what I do between the recording of this episode and the recording of next episode. The reason I'm doing so much in between episodes is because I have a lot of free time and I really want to do a lot of fishing so that I can actually get that mending enchantment from the fishing, because that's something I really need. I really need mending. I need that rather badly, in fact. So I will definitely see you guys next episode. Stay safe. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribe. I have a Patreon page, patreon.com/BlueNexusGaming. Feel free to check me out. I am open to the idea of having sponsorships. This video is not sponsored. However, I would like it to be sponsored. So if you want to sponsor one of my videos, let me know. If you want to sponsor a bunch of my videos, let me know. If you donate to my Patreon, let me know, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't checked that thing in a while. I probably should. I keep talking about it. Someone's bound to eventually give me money. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I plan to eventually, once I get established, I plan to actually start a donation drive for charities. Probably going to start with something along the lines of that 826LA from Critical Role, because I know that they're definitely big fans of 826LA. So I'll probably get in good with them by donating to 826LA first. But first, I want to get established. First I want to get my equipment all set up, and then I'll focus on, part of the donations will go to a charity. Whatever charity I'm interested in at the time. I have been pondering there was this water charity I saw an ad for. I've been pondering that one as well. So that will be something worth keeping an eye out for as my channel grows. I have big plans.